One of the deepest and most invisible pains in life is comparison. We see someone else's success and think, why is she so far ahead and I'm still here? Why can he run faster, earn more, speak better, or live in a bigger house than me? And yet, we rarely stop to realize her path and mine are not the same. If a fish spends its entire life wishing it could fly like a bird, it will always feel like a failure, even if it can swim across the entire ocean. The sad truth is, in today's world of social media, this habit of comparing ourselves has grown even worse. Every scroll shows someone's perfect moment, a promotion, a vacation, a wedding, a big purchase. And with each image, we start feeling smaller. We begin to overlook our own talents. We undervalue our own progress. And slowly, comparison turns into frustration. Frustration turns into hopelessness. In a small village right beside a big and beautiful forest lived a boy named Ethan. Ethan was hardworking, polite, and kind to everyone. But there was one thing that constantly made him unhappy. He compared himself to everyone around him. When his friend Liam got the best grades in class, Ethan thought, I wish I was that smart. When his neighbor Ryan bought a bigger house and had more money, Ethan sighed, I wish I was that rich. Even when someone ran faster in a race, Ethan would think, why can't I be like that? And every time he thought like this, his joy faded a little more. He stopped focusing on his studies. He no longer enjoyed the hobbies he once loved. Deep inside, he started believing, I'll never be good enough. One day, a wise old man named Grandpa Joe visited the village. People loved him because he always had comforting words and life-changing advice. Ethan decided to speak to him. Grandpa, he said, I work so hard, but when I see someone better than me, I feel sad. It feels like I'll never be as good as them. Grandpa Joe listened quietly, smiled, and said, Come to the oldest tree in the village tomorrow morning. I'll give you your answer there. The next morning, Ethan reached the old tree. Grandpa Joe was already there, leaning on his walking stick. Look around you, Grandpa Joe said. What do you see? Ethan glanced around. I see many different trees, some tall, some short, with lots of fruit, and some with none at all. Grandpa Joe nodded. Now imagine this. What if the apple tree wished it was tall like the coconut tree? Or if the coconut tree wished it could grow sweet apples? How would that sound? Ethan chuckled. That would be silly, Grandpa. Exactly, Grandpa Joe replied. Each tree in this forest has its own purpose. The apple tree gives sweet fruit. The coconut tree is tall and strong. They're different, but both are important. Then Grandpa Joe led Ethan to a nearby pond. Fish were swimming gracefully, while a bird soared high in the clear blue sky. Now imagine, Grandpa Joe said, if the fish wished it could fly like the bird, or if the bird wished it could swim like the fish, would that be right? Ethan smiled. No, of course not. Fish are made to swim, birds are made to fly. Grandpa Joe's eyes softened. Then why, my boy, do you wish to live someone else's life? You have your own gifts. Maybe you just haven't discovered them yet. Stop looking at what others have and start finding your own strengths. That simple conversation changed Ethan. He realized comparing himself to others was like trying to make a fish fly. It was never going to work. From that day forward, Ethan stopped measuring his worth against anyone else's success. He began to focus on what he was good at: his problem-solving skills, his persistence, and his kindness towards others. Slowly, his confidence returned. He started enjoying his studies again. He discovered he had a talent for trading goods and managing money. Years passed, and Ethan worked hard to grow his own small business. Step by step, he became successful, not because he was like someone else, but because he stayed true to himself. Whenever someone asked him, "How did you become so successful?" he would smile and say, "Never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will feel like a failure forever. But if it focuses on swimming, it can own the whole ocean." This story teaches us the sun and the moon don't shine at the same time, yet both are essential. Find your path. Walk it at your pace. Focus on your gifts. That's where real success is born. If this story touched your heart, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and keep reminding yourself, you are not in competition with anyone else. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday.